important affair here in Cape Town. The Audis looked like they were going to be dominant, but there were a couple of BMWs thrown in for a good mix. At the front end of the field, at the end of qualifying, the Audi S4 made its debut and put it on pole. Michael Stephen and Johan Fourie making an Audi front row.
On the second row, it was Melville Priest and Anthony Taylor, Team Afrox.
Following the BMWs, the first of the Subarus and the first of the Nissans, a much improved Marco Acuna.
Next row, Chop Sapuka, and then Richard Pinnard in the other Sasol Subaru.
At the back, Paulo Acuna in the second of the 350Zs will be pushing hard.
In the brand new S4 Audi, you must be delighted.
Yeah, we're over the moon. The car turned a wheel for the first time yesterday on track. We had a few issues, but I mean, I must all credit to the team and the support guys, Audi and our main sponsors, Engine. You know, they've really done a great job in getting the car on the grid. The team's been working till 12 o'clock since the beginning of January, you know, late nights, and, you know, all credit goes to them, and really a great job, and it's all coming together.
How's the car going?
Yeah, we're still running with the older version of the Audi at the moment, but Old Faithful was performing beautiful today and actually this whole weekend, so we can't wait for the new car. Again, on the Indy All backing as well, and yeah, can't wait for the new car. Michael proved today that the car was quite fast, so it's encouraging, and we know we can challenge them. The older car is still quite quick at the coast, but up in inlands normally where we struggle compared to the turbo cars. So yeah, I think this run in P will be quite good. And like I said, we're launching our car in P, so I'm very excited, and it's showing what Michael can do already with the car, so it's very encouraging.
Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in race number one now. Audis and BMWs, the front two rows, and a great start to the race there for Stephen. He goes into turn one, Holshoek, West Bank corner, in the lead with Fourie right on his tail, and the two BMs scrapping for third place.
Quite amazing as well, because he's carrying the maximum weight as well, so that's going to hamper him. But I'll tell you what, this Quattro can really push, and this is the thing that the Cape Town crowd has been waiting to see. Fourie in the Old Faithful, the A4, he's looking to debut his brand new S4 in Port Elizabeth.
Looking forward to seeing that, but right now it is the S4 out front of Stephen. It's the Engine Extreme Audi taking on the Indy Oil boys, and behind them come the two rear-wheel drive BMW 335i's. A much improved start there for Acuna, but check that out. It is Chop Sapuka, also in an A4, hasn't got the S4 just yet. He has got ahead of Groenewald, and the Subarus are flying formation in the back there behind that second Engine Extreme Audi.
Out the Mons bringing on their way down the back straight. Let's have a look at what some of the speeds that they're going to get up to before they get into the braking zone. 200. It'll get up to around about 240 on the brakes hard, of course. It's still Michael Stephen, Fourie, and then Taylor, and then Priest, and then it's the 350Z Nissan. Yeah,
Acuna with a magic start there. He really has got some big improvements on that car, and I know that Grant Verstappen and the team have put in a massive effort to get those cars back and competitive. They are working very hard to try and get the 370Zs out pretty soon, but right now it is 350Zs that are battling side by side with the Subaru of Henry Groenewald coming into West Bank corner. He maintains that inside line, and Groenewald has no answer.
Yeah, he's putting the pressure on big time, just letting him know that he's there. Of course, you're not going to win this race in the first race, but it can put you in a good position in 6 laps of a race.
Yeah, there's only 6 laps in this one. It's a sprint race, and of course, at the end of this, they then go and invert the grid to possibly 2, 4, 6, or 8 positions, and that's really what counts. So it's a bit of a strategy here. You don't necessarily have to win the first one. You can go and push hard and get a good position in the second one. But right now, it's every man for himself, and they are really giving it everything they've got. Coming out of Rose Foundation sweep, heading up towards Malmesbury, Audi still 1 and 2.
Nice one from Michael Stephen. Of course, he's carrying maximum weight, 70 kilos. Johan Fourie carrying 50. And then Melville Priest is carrying 35. So the weight is going to play a role here today, not only in Class A, but Class T2.
It doesn't seem to be affecting Michael Stephen that much, I can tell you that much, as he comes down onto the braking markers for Cape Town. There's a bit of a move here from Anthony Taylor. Taylor starting to close up on Fourie. There's a move. Subaru on the inside. Acuna being outdone. Acuna, not quite sure. I left the door so wide open. You can't afford to do that with Henry Groenewald breathing down your neck.
Well, you can't afford to do that at Cape Town, period.
That's for sure. No way. You cannot open a door up anyway, especially when it's so competitive at the front end. Here comes Taylor. He pulls up alongside. Check him out in the top right-hand corner. How hard he has to work. This is down into the gears, into second gear for Holshoek, West Bank corner. Comes out of holes, absolutely flat out. And look at the Audi starting to squirrel a little bit. Those Bridgestones are working really hard.
Yeah, pulling some G-forces as well, just looking at some of the telemetry going on in the car. It really is a nice angle to watch this sort of stuff. In the engine, still Michael Stephen, Fourie on the run at the moment. And of course, we've got an onboard shot really right now with Anthony Taylor, and he's really having to make that steering wheel work.
Yeah, he's having to work hard to stay with Fourie, but Fourie in the older Audi, that's the A4. The S4 is dominating. It's got it to the front for qualifying. He's got off the line well, and now has led the race from start to finish so far.
All right, final lap, and it's still Michael Stephen. It's going to make its debut win, we hope so. He's just got to carry it all the way down to the corner, Cape Town corner, free on the inside. Haha, what a great move. Brilliant driving. And Anthony Taylor didn't have an answer. Can he get the drive? No, he can't.
Well, your Faria is pushing as hard as he ever has, and they're coming up on one of the back markers. That's the Liqui Moly car of Michelle Singh. They're going to get blasted past as he comes across the line. The S4 dominates and takes its debut win. Comes out as a rookie, and that's the way to start a season in a brand new car. Well done, Michael Stephen. Confirmation of those results. Michael Stephen taking it in the Engine Extreme S4 Audi. Anthony Taylor in the BMW in second place. Johan Fourie in third. Melville Priest in fourth. And D'Cunha in the Nissan in fifth.
Chopsabuka in sixth. It might be important in the inverted grid. Paulo D'Cunha, Richard Pinnert, and Henning Grunewald having some problems.
Michael Stephen, you were in control the entire race. It must have felt brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. A great debut for the Engine Extreme Audi. We couldn't ask for a better start, pole, and a win in race one. Obviously, it's now reverse grid. We need to draw and see how many reverse, so whether we start 4th, 6th, or 8th. But the car's strong, so hopefully we can come through the field in the second race and you know, finish up near the front.
So there we have it. The rolling start has been indicated. They draw that with a marble. 6 cars inverted. So as we said earlier on, here we're back to racing race 2. But Chopsabuka gets that jump because 6 cars are inverted.
That's right. He gets pole position. Alongside him will be D'Cunha. Then you've got Priest tucked in right behind him, looking for a way through early on. But the Nissan on the outside will have the inside line for turn 2, Engine corner. It is an Engine Extreme Audi out front once again, but it is the A4 of Chopsabuka now. With Chopsabuka getting to the front so early on and being on pole, he is going to be a... Oh, and already action! Can you believe that? Priest and D'Cunha coming together. And on the inside, Johan Fourie, just the ever-wily fox, tries to go round the outside, and he might just sneak through to third. It's 3 cars of pressure, and Fourie sneaks into third place. The Cape Town crowd going mad.
Absolutely brilliant, magnificent stuff. I mean, D'Cunha, what was happening? We squeezed, he became the sandwich. There it is, of course, out front, the BMWs. It's Priest, Taylor, Fourie. We're on board with Michael Stephen in the brand new S4. He's got a lot of work to do here, Greg.
When he comes alongside D'Cunha as they get onto the back straight away now, he might just have a little bit of extra grunt down the back straight. He gets past D'Cunha. Look at that car. Absolutely shredded the front end. Here comes the second of the D'Cunhas. The Q8 boys are working hard here, and they're trying to catch the Engine Extreme Audi. And I tell you something, it's not going to be easy for them. Right now, Chopsabuka, with all little action in the background, has disappeared at the front.
Yeah, we've seen him do this before in previous races, even last year. I mean, you know, he was on a charge. You give him a sniff in the front, and I'll tell you what, he's very, very, very difficult to pass indeed. On board with Anthony Taylor in the Alfrux BMW, on the way down to the first corner. It's a tight left-hander. Taylor trying to get on the inside of Melville Priest. Priest isn't having any of it, of course, and look in the front, he's just motoring away at the moment.
Chopsabuka leading out. Priest and Taylor battling hard in the 2 Alfrux cars. See a little bit of damage underneath that door as he just picked up some debris. That's Anthony Taylor. There's Fourie on the inside of Stephen, just maintaining that position in 4th, trying to keep the S4 out, but it's not going to be easy because that car, as we saw in the first race, has got a little bit extra power and definitely a better handling package, because look at that, he came out of the kink, just kept it buried and drove around the outside of Fourie into Rose Foundation.
Yeah, Fourie doing well. He will always do well in the Cape Town areas and the coastal areas as well. Battles a little bit up in the higher ground, but I'll tell you what, if he's going to have a chance today, this has got to be it.
Sure, look at how hard Anthony's working in that top right-hand shot. And they're getting up to just over 230 k's an hour as they get onto the braking markers. There you go, look at that. 210, 215, 220, 225 k's an hour. Then you hit the brakes hard and turn into Cape Town corner and come right up on your teammate. Melville Priest is having to keep his eyes on those wing mirrors because Taylor wants through and wants through bad.
Just going to show you, doesn't it, Greg, how well these cars are set up. Now, when you're going at that speed, you're hard on the brakes, and you have to get into Cape Town corner. It's a very, very sharp corner. Back to the racing action at the moment. There was a shot of Henning Grunewald. Not on the pace at the moment, but looks like he's improving. On board with Anthony Taylor at the moment. Into that first corner. He's got a lot of work to do to catch down and chase down Chopsabuka.
Out of West Bank corner, they come heading up towards Engine now. This is the Joubert Straight. We might see a move here from Taylor. If that door opens up, he's going to sneak through. He's made a move. He's going to go on the inside, and Priest has realized, I think, that Taylor probably got a little bit better pace than he has, and he's going to allow Anthony to run at the front now and maybe just pull him up towards Chopsabuka.
None of these teams have racing orders in terms of what we might see in Formula 1, but I'll tell you what, they do drive with integrity, and they are clever. They'd rather have full points than no points.
You know, you don't want to be taking out your teammate. That's more important. But check this out. It is an Engine Extreme Audi sandwich at the front end, and Taylor's going to try and sneak away around the outside of Chopsabuka. He's going to have to fight hard. Chops is at the front. He's been there for 4 laps, and he is not going to let this go.
Yeah, the wide comes to mind, don't you think?
Oh, very wide. A8 style, but never mind A4 or S4. That's the A4 in front. The S4 is in 4th place at the moment. It's got 2 BMWs still to try and find a way. Rubbing's racing, and there was a little tap there on the bumper, and I think Taylor's just making it known that he is coming and coming big time.
Yeah, it only takes that. It just takes a little bump, a little nudge to get off. Like, oh, he tries to go down the outside. Chops is not having anything, driving a very tight line, making it, as we said, very wide on the way down to Malmesbury. If Taylor's got to have a chance, he has to do another back straight. Does he have the power? Let's have a look.
Oh, he should have the power. Let's see if he can run with this Audi. These guys very evenly matched. The new system that Bridgestone production... Oh, a car's run off. Michael Stephen has gone off. The second of the Audi Engine Extreme cars has gone off. That's the S4, and that is going to blow his chances of getting to the front end.
Taylor!
But his teammate is still battling hard and trying to keep Taylor at bay. Taylor going to try around the outside. Around the outside of Cape Town corner. You can normally do it because it's a banked corner, but Chop Sapuka is just driving the wheels off this Audi.
We are getting close to the final lap, and he's being chased down big time. One more corner. Anthony Taylor. Does he have the grunt? Does the car have the grunt? Chops driving brilliantly. He's going to have to really get a good line into this first corner right now. Oh,
Check out
Anthony Taylor nudges it.
Check out offensive he went there. He just forced Anthony wide, and look at that. Second on the inside. He didn't see him coming, and Melville Priest has gone a second. This is awesome racing. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And in the background, it's actually Henny Krivalt, who has capitalized on the mistake, not only of Michael Stephen, but of Johan Ferree, and has got the Subaru up in a 4th place.
I reckon Taylor didn't see that coming. So the final lap, Chop Sapuka trying to hold on for dear life. The two pressing Afrox BMWs. Anthony Taylor wants that position back. I don't think he's got enough time. Priest did a remarkable inside move there, and it's going to be Chops. I think he'll do it.
First win of the year for Chop Sapuka, and this is the way to send off the car, because remember, by the time we get to PE, his home track, he'll be in the S4. I don't know if he wants to get out of the S4 considering that car's going so well, but Chop Sapuka is ecstatic. He takes his first victory and a second victory on the day for the Engine Extreme Audi team.
He is so stoked.
Confirmation of those results. Chop Sapuka taking it from Melville Priest and Anthony Taylor. Fastest lap of the race going to Henny Krivalt, and he got to 4th. And Ferree in 5th place in his Audi.
In 6th, Paolo Cunha. Richard Pinnon in the other Subaru in 7th. Michael Stephen, who went off, ended up 8th and 9th. Marco Cunha didn't finish.
So a very, very happy Chop Sapuka. You don't see this often. Check him out doing the victory dance, and he is very, very happy.
He's got moves. In the sprint series, another 2 to come. You hate to think what's going to happen next, but I'll tell you what, Chop Sapuka, flag to flag from the inverted grid. And I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy out there for you, lots of pressure.
I drove my heart out there. Big thanks to the engine, big thanks to the guys, the whole team. From the single-seater guys, Polo Cup guys, they're all stuck in to try and help me get up there. Big thanks to them for their sleepless nights. But more importantly, it's such a very, I'd rather say, an emotional moment for me. I've always wanted to have a race win in production cars, and every time it was there, it just seemed to be fading away. But this one, I drove with all I had.